Hi, we're here with Ted Courageous of American Rifle Company at SHOT Show 2017. Ted,
hello.
welcome aboard. Good
Aboard.
to see you again. Good to see you again.
Good to see you guys again. Thanks for stopping by.
So tell us, what is new for 2017?
A lot of things. Number one, we are continuing to produce the Mousing Field. Some recent changes to it have been a revision to the receiver that enables us to use Magpul magazines. A lot of people like Magpul, so we wanted to support their magazines, and they work beautifully with the Mousing Field. Another thing is, for the same price, $1,600 retail, we are now providing the action with a black finish, so the customers no longer have to source their own finish. Normally I requested that the customers DLC their actions. Some people have been Cerakoting. There's no need for any of that anymore. The new finish is DLC and nitride. The receiver and the bolt head are DLC finished. All the other parts are nitrided. Nitride, it's a salt bath nitriding process. You guys are probably familiar with it as salt bath QPQ, melanite, tenifer. It's all basically the same sodium cyanide type process. It leaves a black, wear resistant, corrosion resistant finish. The DLC is also wear resistant and black. It doesn't offer the corrosion resistance that the nitride does, but it's still good. The reason we use both finishes is because we could not safely finish the receiver and the bolt head in with the salt bath nitride process. We've done pretty extensive testing. I've destroyed a lot of actions, learning that, hey, it's not an acceptable thing to do. Yet I did want to deliver a black finished, corrosion resistant, hard, slick, perfect, beautiful action. So the Mousing Field now is better than it has ever been before. Customers continue to request an AW cut, and I continue and will continue to refuse. And the reason for that is I now have this. And what this is a true double stack center feed magazine designed for use with actually any Remington 700 footprint action. I designed it specifically for my beloved Mousing Field. So now guys shooting PRS, they no longer have to ask for AW cuts. With the center feed, I needed a little bit more length at the top of the magazine to make the transition to transition from the double stack to center. However, that being said, an AI AW magazine is actually an 11-round magazine, as is this one, right? So my magazine is 11 rounds. It's 3/8 of an inch longer than the AW, and you can see the difference right there. I can't get it exactly the same length because I need space for the transition. I'm thinking you guys are going to be okay with an additional 3/8 of an inch for the reliability that comes with the center feed. So,
and availability on this guy?
Availability on this guy, it's probably 8 to 12 weeks. This is brand new. We just started it. This is actually a prototype that I machined from a block of steel, actually. It looks like a nice sheet metal part, but it was actually machined from a solid block of steel. I will make the floor plate very easy to remove because the magazine, to work reliably, has to be kept clean. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you that these things are impervious to dirt. They are not. Dirt will defeat it, so you have to keep it clean. I promise you, though, I will make the floor plate, so it's kind of like a push-button deal. Slide off a floor plate, pull the guts out, clean it out, make sure your ammunition's clean, and it'll run. This is a clean one with clean ammunition. You can see how the cartridges quickly pop up with authority, right? And there's 11 rounds in there, right? They're popping up. I can demonstrate it here as well. This rifle, by the way, I just want to give a shout out to Mark Gordon, Short Action Customs. He built this thing for us very quickly for the show. Also, this one here, got a shout out to my good friend Chad Dixon at Long Rifles Inc. This is a left-handed Mousing Field, something that you guys might want to be aware of as well. we are now addressing lefties. And actually, here's a long right. So now we got long, short, left, right. So, but back to the magazine. Sorry about the little tangent there. But you can see, I mean, just typical, perfect Mauser control round, non-rotating extractor out of a center feed, short, 11 round mag. So you asked, I delivered.
And I can attest, I purposely tried to jam it up and I couldn't. So it's solid.
Yeah, no, it's with the rifle to action, or what are we talking about here?
Oh, just the feeding. Tried to intentionally create misfeeds, and it was just you couldn't.
Yeah,
you couldn't get stuck.
So what? Another noteworthy thing about the magazine is the AICS mags. Their feed lips, in my opinion, they're a little long for. They work. I mean, people have been using them in the mousing fields, but I don't know why I don't know why AI made their feed lips as long as they did. I always thought they should be shorter, so I made mine shorter. Especially with a control round feed action, you really want that cartridge to release earlier, because if you guys want to get into the technical nitty-gritty, right, what you want to have happen, you want to make sure that the cartridge being fed is being pushed up underneath the extractor by the body of the cartridge underneath it and not by the shoulder. Because if it's being pushed up by the shoulder, right, that push from the shoulder will introduce a forward component of force onto the case head of the cartridge being fed, which can push it out in front of the extractor. Now, you'll only see this happen if you feed really, really slowly. Like, you almost have to, if you're running a bolt action like the way you normally would, it wouldn't be an issue. But if you feed really, really slowly, you can probably get it to happen. So if you cut, especially with one of these, right, because of the longer feed lips. With this one, with the shorter feed lips, that basically goes away. Yeah, not that it's a problem. It doesn't have to go away.
And that's exactly what I was trying to do off camera.
Yeah.
It really, it really worked.
Right. I mean, if you're trying to, creep your bolt forward as slowly as possible to get the cartridge to jump out in front of the extractor, well, good for you. I mean, there's no reason to do it. You wouldn't run a bolt that way. So, but this, I think this will please people. Retail on this guy is $70. A 5-pack is $60. So it's basically $60 if you buy 5. If you buy a single, 1, 2, 3, or 4, $70. So.
Well, Ted, we really appreciate you spending time with us.
Do I not need to be yelling because of the mic?
No, we take care of all of that. It's enthusiasm.
This is uncut, unedited.
It's enthusiasm. And thank you for your support of the left-handed community. Really appreciate that. And we wish you the best of luck at SHOT Show 2017.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.